What is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I just wanted to do a really quick one, and it's to mention a few people that have sent me dials over the past couple of months. So it coincidentally happened that two people very close together had some dials that they wanted to send over to me, so I want to say a huge thank you to those two people. One was Dbeez and another one is Fresh Cut Faders. So I've been meaning to give these guys a shout out for ages, so I just thought I'd do a quick little video to show you guys what they'd sent over. Now a few of you had already made some complaints about my dials from a few months ago because they were really dirty. Well, that was just because I used them a lot and they had been gigged as well, so I had those dials for years. They could probably be cleaned and still look alright and still function right, but for me they were functioning absolutely fine. It's just one of those things. I'm never gonna take them downstairs and clean them in my sink or whatever. I could have done that and they would have looked a lot better, but fortunately my subscriber Dbeez, he sent me a full set of new ones over which were pretty much the same colours as the ones that I already had. So some of you have already noticed that those have changed, and they are the DJ Tech Tools Chroma caps, fatty knobs. Now there's a lot of names for them. I don't know why there's so many names for that particular product, but if you Google that, you should be able to find a store that can sell them to you. They're a really good all-round dial. They've got a nice rubbery texture, which is great for live performances and just in your studio as well. They're really hard wearing as well. I know mine were a bit battered, but I'd had them for a good few years and it'd been in my bag without a case and gigged, etc. So they really do stand up to the punishment as well. The Fresh Cut Faders are really interesting, and what I'm going to do now is move the camera onto my SP404 MK2 and I can show you exactly about those as well. So as you can see here, I have got a few of the dials lined up. These are the Fresh Cut Faders, and please go ahead and follow those guys on Instagram. Here's the logo and the packaging that came with them, Fresh Cut Faders. I'll leave a link below so you guys can go and check out exactly what they're doing. It looks like they've only just started doing what they're doing, so it'd be really cool if you could go and follow those guys on Instagram. They came over from Canada, so yeah, they're really nice. There seems to be sort of two colours here, if you can see these. There's like a darker wood like this. There's 4 of those in this packet, and then there's 4 of these lighter ones as well. I actually prefer the darker ones, so for now I'm going to stick these on. And like I mentioned, inside you can see, hopefully, that there's the D shape which goes straight onto the SP pots. There's no screws for adjustment or anything required for these, but you get the idea. Hopefully there's a little D shape inside here that's plastic, and that goes straight onto the D shaped pot that we've got here on the SP device. So they can just go straight on like so, and they literally do just clip on. They feel really nice and smooth, which is good. Obviously you don't want to be getting any splinters or anything like that, but they've been really nicely finished, very professionally finished, and they work really well. Now obviously these aren't going to have quite as much grip as the DJ Tech Tools ones, but I think aesthetically they look really nice. Now I'll do some B-roll so you guys can get a proper look, because this camera angle is not perfect for it. But overall, I think that's a really nice aesthetic, especially with this skin. That just all seems to go really nicely. And they will just pop off and on really easily like this, so you can just pull them off when you don't need them anymore or you want to change them. So really easy to do. And these pots are pretty much exactly the same as the SX and the A as well, so they will fit those devices too. So as I mentioned, mine were looking a bit crusty. Now these are the ones that I had. This one in particular was the worst. I think this blue one is just absolutely battered. That must have been the dial on the right for most of the time, I think, because that's the most used one. And this green one's obviously been hit and knocked around quite a lot as well, so that one's seen better days. But yeah, Dbeez sent me these over, so thank you very much, man, for sending me these. These are brand new, and these are ones I've been using on my videos at the moment. And it's exactly the same situation with these. They've got the D mount inside them, so they slide straight onto the pots. So if I wanted these ones on, you can see, again, they just go straight on. Now, you can obviously get all the same colour if you wanted to, but the colours are quite bright, so aesthetically nowhere near as good as the wooden ones that have been sent. But these are really hard to argue with in terms of performance. They've got a nice gummy texture to them. They just grip really nicely in your hands. So for now, I'm actually going to go ahead and switch to the wooden ones because I really like the way they look, and when I'm doing videos, which is pretty much what I'm doing most of the time when I'm on my SP, I don't really have much time to make my own beats and stuff. I don't use the dials an awful lot, so it should be okay to use these for video purposes. They're actually perfect for that, and I could go ahead and mix and match these as well with the lighter ones, but I prefer to keep that nice and uniform. So yeah, like I mentioned there's 2 different colours. There's light and dark. I don't know the product availability. I don't know if these are actually even available at the moment, but please go ahead, like I mentioned, and follow these guys on Instagram, and I'm sure you'll be able to get some more information. So thank you very much to Fresh Cut Faders for sending those over from Canada. I really appreciate that. And yeah, just wanted to say thanks to those guys for doing that. I thought a short dedicated video would be the best way rather than shoehorning it on the front of another one, because I'm trying to be really direct with my videos at the moment in terms of going straight into the content. So there we go. Really happy with all these dials, and a huge thanks again to Dbeez and to Fresh Cut Faders for sending these over. I'll be back with more content soon, guys. Thank you very much for all the subs and likes recently. I love reading your comments as well, so keep them coming. Keep making beats. I'll be back very soon. Peace.